Hi, this is Eileen Fuller. I am an artist and an entrepreneur, and I am coming to you today to share some information with you on how to be more effective in handling your tasks from the perspective of a business owner that has three businesses. My art business, Watercolors by Eileen. I'm an entrepreneur, internet marketer with Empower Network, and I'm a network marketer with Money Logic. So I've got three businesses, and I have three to-do lists besides my personal stuff, okay? Now my to-do list is pretty big and rather daunting sometimes. It's easy to get overwhelmed, especially after just recently attending some awesome workshops and events that have provided me with some fantastic information, great tools, and great inspiration to go forward. But then you come home and you go, what do I do first? And so one of my mentors with Empower Network and the subgroups of Team Take Massive Action and the Super Women is Layla Black. And on our Friday Super Women Daily Power Call, she coached us on doing what's called a brain dump. She just got back from the Orlando event. I happened to go to the one in Anaheim. But again, you kind of suffer from paralysis, or you're subject to that when you get home and you can't figure out what's the first thing I should be doing. So definitely the brain dump is a great tool. Sounds kind of yucky, doesn't it? Sounds kind of strange, like a dump. But what you're doing is getting out on paper all the things that you want to accomplish. Just writing it all down, like stream of consciousness writing, lists of things that you need to do in all these different categories, whether it's personal or business or whatever, and then prioritizing. So I've been working on that, and for example, in my art business, I have a November 6th deadline to get a couple of things done. One of them, I want to show you this pen and ink drawing that I've splashed some color on. It's going to end up with a wagon. That's my photograph from Middlegate, Nevada. And the wagon that is missing the horses. But it's for a kind of a historical theme on an art show coming up. I've got another one due to the art gallery. This is a painting in progress of a barn that is in Northern California. So this one has a bit of work to be done yet. And that one is November 13th. That one's due. I owe Arthur and Sheena paintings. Those are some of my folks in Empower Network that have already provided me with value with coaching and training and hangouts to share with my team on their tips and tools. So those deadlines are on commissions that I've already received pay for. So I got to get those out. So those are some of the things that I need to do for just one of my three businesses. But getting back to the brain dump, okay, I have another tool that Karen and Jack Robertson shared with me as a recommended book to read. It's called The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. Warning. Do not read this book unless you want to quit your job. Because if you're not an entrepreneur now, this can turn you into one by giving you the tools you need to make your life much more effective. Not just efficient, not just with an employee mindset of using up an 8-hour day, filling it up with minutia that's not important, but ratcheting it down to what is important and critical and doing that and forget the rest. Because emergencies will go away. You don't have to answer every email or Facebook post that's out there. You need to do the income producing activities. You need to make sales. There's some great tips in here. I'm going to share one or two with you today, and then you'll have to tune back in for more. So, one of the questions to ask yourself is, if you had a heart attack and had to work 2 hours per day, only 2, not 5, not 4, not 3, you only had 2 hours during the day to get your work done, what would you ratchet your list down to? Okay? And then once it seems that might seem ridiculous or impossible, but if he told you that you could survive for months functioning quite well on 4 hours of sleep per night, would you believe him? Well, new moms do it all the time. And Layla Black's going to find that out pretty soon because she's going to have her first child. But millions of new moms do it all the time. So this is not an optional exercise. The doctors warn you after triple bypass surgery that if you don't cut down your work to 2 hours per day for the first 3 months post-op, you're going to die. Okay, if it were a life or death matter, how would you do it? Then he goes on to ask another question. If you had a second heart attack and had to work 2 hours per week, what would you do? Okay, that's going to be rationing down your time even more. So, what are the top 3 activities that I use to fill time to feel as though I've been productive? Okay, those are the time wasters that you need to take a hard look at, identify. I know for me, those have been spending too much time on email and Facebook and not enough time doing income producing activities. I need to spend some time connecting with people in order for them to get to know me and to know that I can bring them value in their lives. And on that note, I'm going to come back to some more tips and tools tomorrow. You will be able to find me on Facebook, on YouTube, Eileen Fuller, or on my emails, eileen.fuller@sbcglobal.net. Or perhaps you'll be reading this in a blog or looking at it on LinkedIn or Pinterest. I have all those options of where to post this information for you. But I'm asking you to click the link if there's a link attached, or follow me, comment, share. I'd like to provide value to you and more of it. Eileen Fuller, entrepreneur, artist. I love to paint and travel, and you'll be hearing more about my South American cruise coming up in January if you stay tuned. Signing off for now. Eileen Fuller, and I can hit this button and sign off for now. Bye-bye.